$1.3 million is on the line, and it all comes down to one game. There's no sweep. There's no 3-1. There's no more questions being asked. It will come down to who truly is the best Smite team in the world. Right here, right now in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what it's all about here, folks. I am so excited for this matchup. Words can't convey it, but we have to use our words to do our job. Picks and bans will be coming up in just a second. Drybear, this is it.
This is it. I mean, I don't think I felt this much anticipation. The room is heavy with feeling. The gravity has been increased by at least tenfold, and these teams are now sitting up on stage in these chairs in front of thousands of people in the venue and dozens of thousands of people around the world getting ready to see who will be able to grab that hammer in between them. And, you know, this will reign through the entirety of 2015. There's one Smite World Championship for the year. This is it. One single match. Let's go to picks and bans. Counter Kanye Life, Amir, Ares, all gotta go. Serket is a question at this point. Thor, maybe you pick him, maybe you ban him. What do you do?
Young Badgie said it the best on Twitter. You know what's a good...
Oh, the Kanye Life ban!
There it is.
This is devastating. This is going to be...
What is Titan's response now? This is actually crazy.
How does it feel to be on the main stage at $1 million event and they're respect banning both your characters?
They just giving Prime Serket. I don't think
they're pretty much telling Kanye Life, like, we are afraid of you.
Yeah.
But,
and that's, we not even we're afraid, we respect you.
Oh my God.
No.
Dragon King of the Eastern Seas is on the board right now. This could be Endinsters.
Question is, how good is Ao Kwang really against Serket? I mean, the matchup is kind of, you know, if Serket gets a dot onto Ao Kwang and tries to escape, the dot is going to come out.
There it is.
It would only be in the finals.
So this does open up Kanye for Athena. Athena is still open. We know that's in Kanye's God pool. So they should definitely grab Athena here. And I don't think they need to pick the jungler. The jungler is actually not necessary. What else could they take away from? Osiris is still open, and Comfrey is a beast, Osiris.
Yeah, we've actually never seen MLC or Omega run solo mid Ao Kwang, both possibilities. This is definitely a jungle pick for Cognitive Prime. Titan does not have to lock in their jungle right now.
I mean, it's the finals, so anything could really happen.
I can barely watch this right now. I just feel like...
There you go. That's Osiris and Athena locked in right away. Now over to COG Prime. What's their choice? What's their pick?
Right now, I would just imagine it'd be a Geb pick into most likely a powerhouse mid of MLC's choice. So you have to ask yourself, MLC
or Sylvanas.
What would you, yeah, true, that's right. Sylvanas is actually, that's the first time Sylvanas has been open.
I mean, Jeff Hinless Sylvanas is why they went to the finals.
And it's crazy because with Sylvanas open, Titan, they do not play Sylvanas. I mean, it's very obvious, so... Oh, it's going to be an on her pick.
I like on her.
There's Sylvanas. There we go.
There's Sylvanas. That's going to be huge going into this one, folks. Now Titan's final pick before we go into the next round of the ban phase. Let's see what they're going to do here.
My heart is just pounding right now. I mean, every single one of these locks is just like a year off my life. I mean, there's got one more pick to go here for Titan. Do they go for Hunter?
I see Serket is open. If Repicos wants to go there, they could easily just get Kali. The thing is, there's not too much information on Ao Kwang. Not too many teams have played against it. What do you chance versus the unknown Ao Kwang? What does he do? Like, a lot of these teams are like, what beats him?
Wait, what I do believe, though, if you think about it, Titan screamed SK Gaming, right? And SK Gaming put a lot of focus on Ao Kwang. So maybe Titan actually experienced playing against Ao Kwang in the jungle.
That is true. That is true. Keep that in mind. If there is a team that is experienced against Ao Kwang, it is Titan.
So I think that might be a huge factor for Prime. Maybe they actually screwed up the pick ban if they'll go for Ao Kwang. I think Titan knows how to handle it.
That's important to note right now. The 4 times Ao Kwang has been picked in this tournament, he has won every single time. His stats are off the charts, but of course, he has gone uncontested. I don't know if I like the Agni pick before the ban. I doubt they would have banned it out or picked it on the side of Cognitive Prime.
This is a good ban.
Serket's going to go away. It looks like, I mean, honestly, picking Agni there says, Titan, we don't want it.
It might be a Kali pick. I don't know what else.
There's a lot of choices for Repicos. He just has to start thinking, what can beat Ao Kwang? He has stealth, execution.
And if there's someone who knows how to do it, it is him.
Yeah,
but I mean,
exactly.
all his pocket picks are out. I mean, Thor is out, Serket is out. You basically only have Kali, and
that's a safe pick.
Ataraxia Apollo. He actually got his team through the placement and the knockout stage with just Apollo.
That's true.
This
could be a, so he's going to go for it. He gets his Scylla. That's going to lock that in. Last pick on the other side. Hurt gets locked in, folks.
Incredible draft from Prime side. I must say, I'm really impressed. This
Titan's last pick has to be absolutely like the game ender, and I'm really curious to see what it is for Epicos.
Oh my God!
The last game of the Smite World Championship 2015. $1 million on the line. Titan to make their last pick here. We're about to go into game. This is going to be the game of the entire year.
The suspense is way too much here, folks.
This is a jungle pick right here for Epicos. What is he going to do against Ao Kwang? I actually have no clue.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about the Kali.
I couldn't tell you.
Kali, you know, we have maybe Freya.
Who is it?
Nemesis would be great.
Nemesis. Okay. There's the Nemesis. Okay.
Nemesis gets locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $1 million match. Let's take it over for our play-by-play casters. Brandon and Bart, guide us through this journey.
Thank you very much, analysts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals. It's game number 5. This will be the last time you see us here at the analyst desk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cognitive versus Titan. The matchup here, Cognitive has drafted basically the 5 strongest gods potentially in the game in their individual roles, where Titan, once again, drafting to their strengths. How does this matchup work?
So basically, Osiris is going to get absolutely destroyed by Ao Kwang. To the same regard, Hercules can get absolutely destroyed by Nemesis. So there's a very unique dynamic with both of the junglers having the innate ability to destroy through a tank. But to the same regard, they can also go through the supports. With that, Kanye Life has gotten his one of his core picks. This is his second favorite pick after Ymir, and that's going to be Athena. I'm kind of sad that Pretty Prime didn't go Vulcan, though.
Yeah, I mean, that being his signature god, but he will be rocking the Agni here today. And well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have just joined us for the finals, there is only one god in this game, well, 2, I'm sorry, that you haven't seen yet. The Ao Kwang is the assassin magic jungler on the side of Cognitive, being played by Anderster. This god will turn into a giant dragon and eat you if you fall under the certain percentage HP. I believe it starts at 28%, so look for that. As well as Jeff Hinla on the Sylvanas. You haven't seen the tree much yet, but he has a big AoE knockup. But let's go ahead and move into the game. It's game number 5 in the grand finals. $1.3 million going to the victor, and we are underway.
So getting out of here, remember guys, Jeff getting Sylvanas and Andy getting Ao Kwang. They have both been banned a ton, so all the cards are on the table. There have been a few marbles here and there, but the rest of them are up for grabs. This is an $800,000 game.
$1.3 million versus $500,000 are going to be the prizes between the first and second place teams. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game number 5. It's the grand finals here of the Smite World Championship Series. The blue team fighting out of the bottom side of the minimap. The left side of your spectator UI. They are the number 2 seed out of North America. They have the hometown favorite Barracuda. It is Cognitive Gaming. And it's there in the jungle is Ao Kwang. Barracuda as your hunter in the duo lane. Matching up with Jeff Hinla on the Sylvanas. MLC Stealth in the mid lane on his signature Scylla. And that leaves Omegatron with the champion of Rome, Hercules. Their opponents today holding the number 1 seed in Europe. Fighting out of the wild card bracket. They have battled back from a 2-0 game deficit. They're wearing the red trunks, fighting on the top side of the minimap and the right side of the spectator UI. It is Titan! Pretty Prime in the mid lane as Agni. Ataraxia as the Unicorn Apollo. Repicas in the jungle as Nemesis. Kanye Life as the support Athena. And Confree reprising his role as Osiris in the solo lane.
So very curious to start. Pretty Prime opts to start on the speed side, helping his solo laner? This is very confusing. What this will do, though, is this will allow Ataraxia and Conley to go into the lane at level 2, the same thing that you're seeing from Barracuda and Jeff Hinla.
The left side duo lane here is where the action is going to be. It feels like Jeff Hinla and Barracuda. A lot of push coming out of that Sylvanas, and on her, they can clear waves very, very efficiently. The Sylvanas Wisp, will she shoot out of the tree? They heal and give a protection bonus to the wave. Mid lane, though, Ao Kwang is here to help hold off the pressure coming into MLC Self.
And this is good. I mean, he needs to be there maybe even earlier. Scylla, her earlier game does not have enough push to keep these creeps off the tower. And remember, if a tower hits a creep, it's no longer worth any gold.
Ooh, back camps actually be starting before the red buff here.
Wait, is Repicas splitting camps now? Like, I love
it. He decided in the World Championship Series they might as well be gold efficient. And, well, Repicas and Pretty Prime going to take the back camps as well as the red camps here. Shades of Cognitive Prime's earlier games against Titan here and how they pulled ahead. No clear victor yet in the early part of the laning stage, as it's been a basically identical start so far.
Yeah, both red buffs get taken. The entire jungle, barring the two mirrored small camps on the bottom and top side of your minimap, have been taken. That's very efficient and rather a little bit dire, it seems.
We'll take a quick moment here before the action breaks out just to thank all the viewers wherever you're watching from, however you may be watching us. If you're here live in the Cobb Energy Center, at home, on Twitch, anywhere in the world watching, thank you very much for joining us here today. This has been a big kind of establishment for all of us here at Smite, and we hope that you learn to love Smite esports in the years to come. But let's get back to the game.
Comfrey, speaking of gambles there, Comfrey took a lot of damage there from the tier 1 tower as Omega does find a beautiful pull. 2 seconds till he can try it again. Hand of the gods to clear the wave. He doesn't quite have the line. He turned around.
Oh, he got him. Comfrey being pushed back. Now it's going to take about 10 auto attacks to take him down, though. The Splitter Flail is going to give him enough speed to move out.
Expect big rotations here from both Reppy and Andy. They're going to need to rotate to the right.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a little bit of a slow pace early game. 2.5 minutes in, no kills to the credit of either team.
Right now, left side continuously, Ataraxia is pushed underneath his tower. This is a good mix of On Her having very decent clear, and Jeff Hindla's character, Sylvanas, being able to use Wisps to heal up to his creep wave, which allows them to push super, super hard.
The giant tree, the little man riding the giant tree is actually the Sylvanas. And look for the AoE ultimate to come out. It's a big knock-up. But as we approach the 3-minute mark, the camps on either side of the mid lane are going to respawn. And this will be a big point of contention. At about the 3-minute, 15-second mark, they're going to come up. Jeff Hindle leaves the lane from the left side, rotating in. Kanye Life and Replicants are going to meet him in the jungle. This could be your first blood.
Oh, they're going for the kill. Divine Ruin, destruction going down. Divine Judgment finds it. First blood goes to Europe, but the fight's not over. Dashing in, Andy is in so much trouble. Yeah. Oh, my God.
A very, very questionable leap in, but Barracuda comes through. I'm a monster! Emil sees the one. There's a second one coming through, doing tons of damage to Titan. It's still a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the boys of Europe, but Cognitive, they stop the bleeding there and get a return kill of their own.
All right, so they do drop 2, including the first blood, but somehow are only down 100 gold.
Yeah, it'll go back a little bit more in favor of Titan as the mid camps go down on the right side in their favor, and well, all things told, a lot of excitement, but not a lot of real advantage gained for either team.
Right, that's true. Though there is a small amount of experience being gained here, it has leveled out, though it is slightly in favor of Titan, as is the gold. It should be noted that no team has an actual advantage right now.
As we approach the 4-minute mark, you see those early buffs getting ready to respawn, indicated by the Pac-Man signs all over the map. At about 4 minutes, 15 to 30 seconds, you're going to see these buffs coming back up. We'll see if there's going to be any kind of invade shenanigans going on here in the early game.
Right side, it looks like Comfrey is hanging out by himself. There was a back from Omegatron, who of course has purchased Teleport. Hopefully he doesn't run out of mana and regret that.
I do want to point out that this first blood came out on the back of Jeff Hindla, and that Jeff makes basically the same rotation at the same time in every single game. Right. And that's just Titan doing their homework and saving that pickoff for when they really needed it here in Game 5.
You know, and that's, honestly, that's what I was very confused about, is I saw a 3-man grouping from Titan, and I expected them to rotate to right for the free camp, but instead they go immediately left, and they just rush down Jeff. Obviously, their homework has paid off. Andy in the mid lane now, going for blood.
This is why you draft the Nemesis here. And, well, the Alquang, we're going to need to hear something out of him fairly soon, because Repicos has already flexed his muscles and shown us what he can do versus those tanky targets. Right. And they have a Hercules on the side of Cognitive that's going to be very, very difficult to play, given that there's a Nemesis in this game.
Andy just randomly threw out his 3 on a red buff that was nowhere near spawn. That'll be on cooldown for a little while. It does have a very short cooldown.
It's on a 5-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's very short.
Of course, he's maxing the Dragon Call on Alquang. That is the swirling dragons around him. And just for a little bit of information here, we haven't...
Again, Jeff is dead!
Yeah, Jeff's going to go down.
Maybe not.
Bomb, third bomb. Is there a dot active? Jeff's
healing boys.
Now. Slice and dice.
Wow.
Not enough.
Reppy's dead.
I'm a monster! No! It's there, but here comes the dragon! Nom, 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 nom.
Eating it up. Is he going to go deep? No, going to go back to the red buff. Jeff Finla just barely escaping. Specifically, and this is going to be the 3rd time in this set that I cite this, Pretty Prime does not go in with his team far enough. Whether he didn't believe in himself or he didn't believe in his team, he just dropped the kill.
Omegatron makes his way back to the solo lane where he squares off against the Lord of the Afterlife, Osiris. Well, normally the solo lane, when you have these 2 bruisers like this, it ends up being just a bit of a slap fight, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. They just trade blows, clearing waves, and playing for the mid-game is generally what you see out of the solo lane tanks.
So Gulf Fury is still available, 6 minutes, no real attempts. In fact, there haven't really been any wards there at all. Aside from regular wards, there are no sentries in the inventory right now for Titan, comparatively to Cognitive, where you can find 2.
And then, sir, he gets a little bit of harass coming up, but not a lot of damage. Pretty Prime, not enough mana nor meteors to follow that one up in reality. But here, as we approach 6.5 minutes, mid-camp's going to respawn again, and it looks like the left side's going to be aggressed by Titan. Anderser may find himself in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he's going to try to go in here. Andy is going to fight for this. He's going right after Rebby because Jeff's there.
And this fight continues to break out. Anderser gets a lot of damage out on Rebecca. It's the slow as well. He throws out his number 3. They're going to move forward with Scylla. Can't you find the root? No, it's just a crush, and their damage is going to be returned by Rebecca.
Yeah, he'll answer that back immediately. Left camp guaranteed to go to the boys on COG. They should group up and go right. Hercules already making a beautiful rotation, and the Hand of the Gods is available. COG's going to get both camps this time around.
Yeah, it's going to help them out, overcome the early disparity that they've built up, and now they're going to take the gold and experience lead for the first time this game.
Where are they going here? They're rushing down Reppy. Reppy's forced to actually stop his back. He's going to dash away there. Just barely. Andy getting very low on mana. Should be careful.
Confounds on cooldown.
Jeff is back, and the ultimate is available.
The Sylvanas ult here, we've only seen it used defensively so far in this game. We need to see that offensive use of the ability to start breaking down the defenses of Titans.
All right, so coming in, beautiful shot coming out from Jeff. Nature's Grasp, not an easy shot to hit. MLC Stealth not believing in himself there and choosing not to go into I'm a Monster for the kill. Had he done that, it would have been almost guaranteed, given the fact that Agni only has Aegis, and if he missed it, that would have been a 3-minute cooldown versus a 1.5 minutes. I would have taken that one.
Yeah, that's right. That Aegis Amulet, only at rank 1, is that 3-minute cooldown, as you mentioned. I'm a Monster is a base cooldown of just 90 seconds, so it's a very, very good trade, although it doesn't have the high impact play that you're looking for necessarily on paper. It does definitely make Agni play the lane much, much less aggressively if his Aegis Amulet is down.
That's correct. Speaking of Agni, you're going to see him rotating towards the top side. Pretty Prime level 9 right now comparatively, of course, to MLC Stealth. The Monster finding level 10 pretty early.
All things told here, looking at this game, Osiris has been left alone for just a moment here. He's going to peek forward and see if he can maybe steal away a blue buff. As you see, once again, we passed the 8.5 minute mark, so those camps, if you haven't figured it out by now, are on a 4-minute timer, and they are coming back up. You can see as Cognitive is looking for an invade here.
They see it. They see it. Are we going to see a rotation again? Jeff Hindler becomes a recipient of the Divine Judgment. Rebecca's going to be able to blow that one through. Defender of Olympus, Jeff's going to go down here.
Yeah, he's going to fall, but can the wraparound come from Cognitive and find the extra kills? Ataraxia coming across the sky, and Cognitive overcommitted. Anderser finds 1 kill. MLC Stealth is looking for the same one. The double execute not playing to their favor. Anderser falling back down now.
Boulder coming up in 3.
Pretty Prime. Boulder 2,
Here comes
1.
Boulder.
Boom, 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 boom. Godfrey in some trouble. Down he goes as well. Anderser finds yet another kill, and Barracuda can chase out Kanye Life.
Preemptive strike is up, and so is Deities. They came up at the same time. Quick on the draw. Omega finds the kill. Turn your sights to the big harpy. Mama Gold Fury gonna get taken down, and Cognitive will extend their lead by 1,500.
This is a really, really important moment in this game. Jeff Hindler gets spotted out again by the Nemesis Ultimate. He did evade a death 1 time, which transitioned him into being able to pressure the map again. He dies there, but Cognitive makes up for his death by finding 4 kills of their own and makes that trade excellent. What will happen in this situation more often than not is that the support on the side of Cognitive just gets so far behind that he can never have impact in the game, and they are keeping Jeff Hindler in this one. And honestly, I think your analysis of the last game was correct. Jeff is not playing at the level we're used to seeing from him.
To be fair, this game he is getting tunneled out. Every single Nemesis ult has been completely used on him, and from here on out, I think that's a bad idea. They must now turn their sights to Omega. We need to see the Weakening Curse come online here, and it has to be soon.
Right side, Rebecca's going to start up these mid camps. Pretty fun to be here as well. Jeff Hindler, nope, he'll probably favor his life with this one again. Wrath of Terror coming out trying to save himself.
I don't know.
Rebecca is here, the Athena as well, but rooted in
I don't know.
The dash stopped as well. Kanye Life now comes in. Rebecca takes a spill, and this is out of control. Trying to run away is Kanye Life. The dash is good, but Godfrey. He gets banished out by the Alkwong, and then it's a full-on retreat from Cog.
He's trying to find it. The sickle hits the wall, and he will be able to escape once again, finding the jungler. Repicas has got to stop the tunnel vision. It's just a tree.
And then, sir, well, Ao Kwong has been banned in every game so far in this best of 5 matchup. He gets through 1 game. He's 4-1-3 through the first 11 minutes. Tokai's Ring complete. It is just a lot of trouble for Titans.
Now, what Telkan's Ring will do, and I know that most of you will probably have not seen that this tournament, but we'll talk about that in a second. Andy with a beautiful escape. Jeff Hindler goes down. Andy able to reciprocate. Bomb from the back. Pretty Prime waiting on cooldowns. He doesn't have anything. Why is he getting so baited?
He's going to get dunked by Barracuda here.
Why is he getting so baited?
Desert Fury picks up 1 kill. Ataraxia does find MLC Stealth. They go for a 1-for-1 trade, but The trades are not what Titan needs. They need some safe farm. They need to help get themselves back into this game. They've gone down 3,000 experience and 2,200 gold.
Bart, you need to explain to me why Pretty Prime will not go into fights with all of his cooldowns, but will go into fights with none of them.
Well, they were calling for the rotation from Ataraxia, who was coming across the sky. They do convert the kill into Scylla, but it is one of those, but at what cost situations.
Yeah, definitely. So Tier 1 taking some damage despite the fact that COG won the fight. It seems to be that they're not quite winning the lane until just now. Andy sending a lot of damage in. Omega not finding what he needed to continue the pressure, but still the damage being done. There's still a 2,200 gold difference, and Omega greedily stealing the wave away.
Yeah, so this Telkine's ring is an interesting item. It gives you 40 additional flat damage anytime an enemy is hit by one of your basic attacks.
Right.
And the Wild Storm, his number 3, counts as a basic attack for Anderson. But let's hold our thoughts as the Wrath of Terror comes out from the Sylvanas, but it's just a disengage. So I'll go back and explain it again. 50% scaling on the Wild Storm. He's only sitting on about 100 magical power, which is translated into 50 extra damage. The Telkines is giving him an additional 40 on top of that, flat, as well as 45 magical power. It ends up being a very, very cost-efficient item, but basically only on this god.
Plus, he has an extremely unique attack chain, hitting at a normal rate of 1 second and then 0.5 seconds thereafter for a few more hits, meaning he can apply that 40 damage over and over. And you couple that with the fact that he's doing damage with those dragons that you're seeing on the left side get slammed into Ataraxia. It winds up being a lot of damage very quickly and is actually one of the strongest characters in the game for burning down Gold Fury and Fire Giant.
The Gold Fury is going to be back up in about a minute and a half. Mid-camp's coming up very, very shortly here, about 15 seconds on the left side, 20 on the right side. As the teams, you can see, coalescing towards the mid lane. Anderson continue to be looking for some poke.
Blinking in there. Jeff again finds a raw Nature's Grasp, doing a lot of damage. Andy not getting the blink he needed. Kanye is still alive. MLC stealth whipping the I'm a Monster. Rebecca's in a deep spot here, trying to find a kill, but I think he's only going to find mortality.
Oh, MLC stealth cleans that one up with a crush. It was a 3-man Fist of the Gods out of that Nemesis, though.
Yeah, again, you know, it looks like Pretty Prime is not choosing the right times to go in and out. He's not relying on his team enough.
The nerves. It's got to be, I mean, he's been such a cool, collected player so far, but you're right. I mean, there's definitely some missed opportunities on the board here.
What is it, $160,000 per player extra for winning this game?
Yeah, that's a few years of salary as someone with a college degree. So.
Pretty much anything ever.
That's worth it. And when you're a young gentleman like these guys are, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of just nerves and a lot of money on the line here.
So 10-6 right now. Cognitive maintains their lead, but does not extend it. 2,700 gold, 3,800 experience will separate the teams as Cognitive at the 14-minute mark keeps their hold so far. But remember, guys, late game, Hercules is a monster. Osiris can catch back up. Scylla, literally a monster, whereas Agni has some of the highest scaling in the game. The only real advantage they have here is in the end game, Apollo will be able to box just a tad bit better than, of course, on her.
Yeah, one thing that's going on here for Titan, even though they're playing from behind, it's not a big deficit as of yet. They have a pretty decent team for 4-manning and letting this Apollo split push and find his farm and ratting the game out a little bit. I think one of the biggest issues, though, is that Osiris and Nemesis are both melee. Even though the Nemesis is fairly mobile, they're going to have a little bit of trouble in these team fights getting kited by especially the Scylla and the Sylvanas. A lot of roots coming out of the Sylvanas, and wow.
My lord.
Yikes.
But as it spells, if you rotate to duo, you rotate to solo, you mess up on duo. Can they keep Jeff Hindla at bay? That's the name of the game. They're trying to keep him out here. He's working his way in. It's getting lower and lower and lower, and Titan does find it, but MLC finds a kill.
No, he gets a double kill off that one. A triple kill off of that one. MLC Stealth has just shut down Titan and the Gold Fury.
That's going to be big. They should take the Fire Giant.
Yeah, they can definitely get Fire Giant here.
Oh, no, the Hand of the Gods was used. They're going to go for the Tier 2. They'll trade out the 1,500 gold for what will be very, very close to 3,000.
Look at the faces on the player cams there. Cognitive, focus, and locked in. Megatron moving forward, tanking the tower. Pretty Prime, it can only look as his Tier 2 in the mid lane will fall at the 15-minute mark. They're going to take a Tier 1 on the left as well. Osiris from Titan ports into the right side to try to get any kind of trade, but it's just not going to be enough. 2,000 gold going the way of Titan on the push so far. It's another 500 as well. They've recouped that Gold Fury in spades.
Godfrey going to be forced to back as the rotation comes out from Andy and Omegatron. He goes back and the teleport is on cooldown, so don't expect him to have any quick way back to the lane. He'll probably split this small camp. No, again, Replica's not waiting for anyone.
And even though we've called his name a lot in this game, it's very hard to overstate how much impact Anderson has had on this Ao Kuang. He's been absolutely a nightmare for Titan to deal with. He's been bursting down gods to 50% before they even knew he was there. And one of the major strengths of this god, he's a short range, long duration blink So he blinks forward, going invisible, and he stays invisible for about 8 seconds, and that is really what's allowing him to reposition so effectively in these fights.
So Ring Boy's coming out as he goes back into the Enchanted Ring, going for Demonic Grip, another basic attack scheduled item. What this is going to do is every time he basic attacks, it will decrease penetration, or increase his penetration, or rather decrease protections by a very significant margin, stacking up to 3 times.
Yeah, he's looking to just explode targets. One thing that is working a little bit against COG, and you've seen it come into effect in a couple team fights, is that they have 2 executes on this team, and both of them won it. But here we go. Atarax in a lot of trouble as the damage comes channeling from Anister. He's going to throw out the slow. I'm a Monster activated. There goes the damage. He shuts out Ataraxia. What a player! What a play! Waits for the damage reduction from Athena to drop off and blows up the carry.
No problem for MLC. It looks like a good play, but it's just Sunday to him. He's really working on that MVP status as he continues to pressure the enemy Titan, and of course extend his team's lead now 5-2-7.
And 6-1-5 on the Aokwang as well. Over on the side of Titan, the ray of hope is that there's only 2 deaths on the Agni and the Apollo piece, but the Agni has been really shut down this game, only sitting at level 14, 1 level ahead of the enemy support.
Right now, Repicos is having a little bit of trouble. 1 and 6 has been picked off a lot and continuously by the bait of Jeff Himla. It's always because he's trying to chase that tree down.
That's right, yeah, and they've secured a few kills on a Jeff, 1, 3, and 7. But he's got 7 assists to his credit. He got a kill as well, and he's a support, and he's got it his levels. So all things told, Aokwang right side. Down goes the Osiris. The true Lord of the Afterlife is here as he brings the pain.
Eating him up, sending him back for another 45 seconds. Confrey feeling the hurt. This is why you have not seen Aokwang played this weekend. He absolutely shreds through warriors. Jeff Himla rotating in there just to keep Scylla safe. They're going to push up the right side, guys. Cognitive is not looking phased.
The final tier 1 has fallen. 1 tier 2 remaining on the right side, 1 on the left side. Left side being pressured by Barracuda, being defended by Ataraxia from Titan. The right side, Cognitive is grouped here, and they're going to port Omegatron into this ward, and they're going to make it a 4-man push down the right side. What can Titan do to hold out the hunger of Cognitive Gaming?
It's going to have to come down to the Fire Giant. We've seen Titan get a few wipes there before. You know that's what they're baiting for. They've got to be calling, guys, we got to bait. Guys, we got to farm. Don't fight. Don't fight. Repicos hold that ultimate, like, don't get baited by it. We have to wait until they go for an objective, and we have to fight with the assistance of the map.
On her farming up his blue buff here, just casually, Barracuda doing what he does best and throwing spears as on her safely, without dying, finding 1 kill and 8 assists, the top assists in the game on the back of Barracuda.
I did not think the lead was this significant. 7,200 gold, 12,000 experience.
I didn't either.
When did that happen?
12,000 experience in favor of COG 20 minutes into this match. Level 17 on Andy, level 18 on Barra, level 18 on Stealth, level 18 on Omegatron, and they're fighting into level 11s on the side of Titan.
That's true. I mean, honestly, what are we going to see here? Confrey 17, Ataraxia 17, fine. Pretty Prime, level 16, does not have access to his level 4 ultimate. That's going to be a big hindrance to his damage.
It's going to be a Spirit Rogue coming out from Nemesis here. She's going to drastically drop her damage here, and the Magi's Blessing would allow her to stay more mobile. She's just trying not to get exploded.
Yeah, honestly, I think she's going to be building into tank. She's going to rely on the damage coming out from Agni. Again, why Agni? I just don't understand.
It just slows down her chin size so much.
Yeah, we're not going to see them for another 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Yeah, 3,000 gold to purchase that item, and he's not farming that fast. Gold Fury being started once again by COG, and there's just no response coming out of Titan here. Titan, they may realize that their backs are up against the wall here as the Gold Fury goes down once again. The second of the match in favor of Cognitive.
The arena lights up in gold lights as we're going to see an extended lead. 8,800 gold as Barracuda procs into 19, 2 levels ahead of Ataraxia, the only person on his team aside from Agni who remains an even score or better, both of whom are 2-2.
Brandon, this one is feeling like it's slipping away from Titan. Cognitive, the presence of mind to go down or go up 2 games, lose 2 straight, and then find it within themselves to pull out this draft that guarantees them the Aokwang. It feels like this one they were keeping in their pocket for an elimination game.
Honestly, I just don't understand how this draft came about. I mean, this is the dream. Hercules is the most winningest solo laner, most likely at least, in the matches of the SPL. MLC Stealth has had Scylla banned away from her repeatedly this day. We've seen Barracuda do nothing but great things on her, and right now,
Life in a lot of trouble.
Fighting 2 people freely.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen as an Aokwang. He's got a very low HP pool. He should be able to explode him here.
That was really rough. Repicos uses Divine Judgment, and again, Pretty Prime does not access any of his damage whatsoever. I don't know what he had up, but he's just not spending his abilities in the right spot.
Confrey recalling underneath the tier 1 on the right side. It's not going to fall here as the minion wave comes in. Omegatron going to clear this one out. Up the left side are the damage dealers from COG. The Tricore is here. Sylvanas in the mid lane continuing to push it up. Ataraxia trying to defend this tower, but his tier 2 is going to fall on the left side to Barracuda, and down it goes. Cognitive, there's only one tower remaining for Titan. 2 Phoenixes exposed, 16 kills to 6, 22 minutes into this game, $1.3 million their prize if they can just find that Titan.
10,000 gold at 22 minutes. That is the difference between these two teams right now, and it's becoming increasingly relevant as Stealth already has hit level 20, has access to his last level of ultimate, which is currently hitting for more damage than should ever be in a video game.
Scylla sitting on, so the way her passive works is that for each ability that she maxes out, she gains additional magical power. Because of that, is sitting at 432 magical power currently. To put this in perspective, it is 190 power for the Agni, the mid lane mage on the other side of the map.
So her ultimate will actually hit somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,300 damage unmitigated.
And then Spare putting out the burst on a Repicaz. Pretty Prime. He's going to be in some trouble. No, the crush just a bit off the mark. Anya Light is here, but he's rooted out.
They got to get Andy coming now.
In. They're going to try for Andy. He's got the sprint activated. Confrey gets stunned out by Barracuda. He just is in the perfect spot right now. Kanye is here, but the Desert Fury is activated. They can't taunt him out. On the right side, the boulder comes wrecking through Ataraxia and Pretty Prime. Forced out of the fight. Confrey pulled back in. MLC still this here with the burst. And down goes Confrey.
Repicaz not finding the target here. Kanye Life going to be taken down as well. Cognitive will turn their sights to the Fire Giant as Omega backs with 3 seconds remaining on teleport. He'll be right in there very, very quickly. Fist of the Gods activated right now onto Nemesis, was used in the last fight. No other hand on the table. This means for everyone watching at home, the Fire Giant will be done, the damage will be increased, and Cognitive is primed to take home the World Championship.
This is a team that no one thought had a chance at the finals coming into this event. Coming as the number 2 team. MLC Stealth ripping through. Titan down, falls 3. A double kill for Stealth. It's a 5-man run. They're going to go for the win. Pushing down the mid lane is COG, looking for $1.3 million, and this could be it.
Kanye and Confrey gonna have to team up to stop them from rushing this down. I just don't know how they can stop the 5. 1 tower remains as 1 Phoenix falls, and they're gonna go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
World Champions, Continent Prime, GG!
What's going through your mind right now? You just won $1.3 million.
I don't know, I'm like the most excited I've ever been in my entire life, and I really can't breathe right now. And it was like the best series ever.
All right, man, let's bring out the executives to give you guys your check. Is there any words you guys have for your fans?
We appreciate all the support that you've ever given us, and go COG Prime.
Congratulations, you guys, and I want the executives to give you guys your trophies right over there. Do you guys think Matty Pocket should get up here? Matty, as the manager of these guys, how do you feel right now?
More scared than they are. I'm nervous. It's just crazy. It's a great experience.
David Fry, how many words do you have?
Champions of the world!
Congratulations, you guys, and I want to thank everyone here. Guys, we sold out the Cobb Energy Center. We reached 76,000 viewers on Twitch. We raised $2 million to the community. Everyone, give yourself a round of applause. I want to give a big shout out to all the volunteers, to our production crew, to our amazing casters and our amazing analyst desk, to our man on the street, F. Dot. Everything has been so amazing, and I would have never imagined this could be real a year ago. Thank you guys so much. We're going to end off with the analyst desk with some closing words.
That's it? And then toss?
Nice.
Wow. Incredible. So proud of them. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, the Smite World Champions, COG Prime. So proud of them, man.
I couldn't even keep my jacket on.
You could not.
I threw it off.
In a fit of enjoyment.
I can't. I mean, this is...
It's so hype. It's beyond hype.
I don't shut up, and I'm a lost of words.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's just how it is. You know, when you witness something like that, when you witness something that is a part of history.
Yeah.
Gentlemen on the other side over there, I mean, Titan put up one heck of a fight, though.
Oh my God. I mean, the thing is, speaking of oh my God, I actually thought, you know, they could have lost to the OMG, but, you know, they came back strong. They almost pulled it off. Didn't really, you know, quite make it, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and one more thing before you go, Allied. I also would like the crowd, everyone, to give a round of applause for Titan as well. I think that would be great. These guys are amazing sports, amazing gentlemen.
Crazy.
They come away with a lot of money. At the end of the day, they come away with a lot of money. Definitely not something, what is this going to be? $522,000.
Here's the thing. They, okay, so you know what? The one thing that we have to think about, right, is ML Silla. ML Silla, this man is a monster. Let's see what happened in the last shot, bringing it on. Taking this one down. He's going to go into the fire giant. He's going to go after it. You're going to see this happen, but I mean, this, we've talked about it. This character itself is the character that is so hit or miss. Either you win or you don't. That is the dunk of champions, ladies and gentlemen. ML Silla right now, right here. He is.
Oh, you're hurting me. I'm just so excited. I'm so frail. Why are you doing this?
This is great, man.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. And Scott, you know what? I'm so glad you're here. By the way, MVP, the one and only MLC Stealth.
I love you. I love you, MLC.
And I'm so glad everyone's here right now. I'm so glad.
Get the microphone. Yes.
Because I have something.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Hi, how you
feel?
doing? I am really tired. And these World Championship jerseys were like already made. That would have been really disappointing.
Wait, hold. Can we get a zoom in on that?
That's hilarious.
This was pre-printed.
Yeah. Wow. That would have been really disappointing if we lost. And he just puts them in the trash can as we're walking out with a second place trophy. It would
That would have been awkward.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. So I'm glad you're here, man. Because, before the show started, no one picked you guys to win. Except one guy.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you in the
picked
COG
him to
Prime
win?
shirt.
This guy.
Wait
right here.
Steal that.
Right here, baby. COG Prime, baby. I picked them to win. I picked them to win. Okay? Zoom in all the time. That's right. My first ever Smite tournament, and I picked them to win. Okay?
MLC. 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 Lift the hammer. Hold the hammer up.
Hold
the tiny hammer.
Once again, man.
It's so small.
It's not like the other
It's going to be a weapon on the airplane back.
So does that mean that you have the hammer? Are you better than Anderson now?
Oh, absolutely not. He got the bigger hammer. I didn't get to actually lift it up.
Okay.
Oh, aren't you MVP?
Can you set that down for a second?
Of course.
We have something else to give you. So we obviously have an MVP of the entire tournament. And since he has two hands, he needs two pieces to hold. This is actually the MVP trophy right here. I can't tell which one we're looking at. This is for MLC Stealth. Congratulations, man.
So you get two awesome things.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy. Yesterday, when we got into the finals, my mom called me. She wasn't crying anymore, but she left a voicemail, and I listened back to that, and she was crying the entire time. She was like, "Brett, I'm so proud of you." It was really sad and really cute, and I'm so thankful to be here, just in front of everybody. It's a great experience.
So I think you owe everyone on the analyst desk at least $100,000.
I wouldn't have any money, because if that's coming from me, I'd be losing lots of hundreds of thousands.
Fair enough.
Okay,
fair enough.
Be a good
fair
guy
enough.
too.
Yeah, right? Such a good guy. By the way, I just want to ask you about your opponent's Titan as well.
Oh my God.
Very talented team. What happened there in games 3 and 4? Because Titan they were fighting back big time.
I really think it was just Ares. It threw us off guard. We've never faced it before because we've just never faced it. It killed us a lot. It caught us out of position a lot. They were really aggressive with it. And after we banned that, I think we got a lot more comfortable. We can move around the jungle a lot easier without getting chained and killed so much.
What's really cool about that, right, is because we have the SWCA 2015 Ares skin, every time you see that skin, you'll remember what happened today.
I'll think the horror of how we almost lost.
Almost indenting the same thing, man. You are a world champion.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Guys, give it up one more time.
Give it up.
All right. So,
I know. Come here.
This is it. We want to thank everyone for joining us here for 3 days of absolutely incredible Smite action. I am so grateful to have been a part of this event as someone who has come into this from the outside. Just go down the line and then we'll wrap things up. Allied, final thoughts.
Final thoughts of the tournament was that it was a really good tournament. There was a lot of upsets, a lot of unexpected things, and honestly, it was just funny how the meta evolved through each stage of each game. As you saw, Circuit was even allowed through a whole bunch of times, and then it got to the point where Circuit wasn't even valued anymore. So it just goes to show that Smite has a long, 2015 coming. And I'd like to thank everyone for having me here, all the people that supported me. And feel free to @ me on Twitter, Cole_Allied, if you want to follow me going into Season 2. And I'll give a big shout out to MLC and Omega, because I teamed with you guys. And honestly, I'm so proud of you, and you deserve this 110%.
Awesome stuff. Simstar.
Yeah, I mean, Titan SK, they tried, but at the end of the day, this time, NA was the better region. I admit it. I admit it.
All right.
Wow. You guys played great. I hope we get to face you guys next year.
Me too.
Yeah.
Try Bear.
I hate that I have to say this. Dear Brandon, if you're out there, this was my perfect Sunday.
Come here, Brandon.
This was, by far, my absolute perfect Sunday, Brandon. You win that one. You know, it was amazing too because, you know, looking at the North American Regional Championship, everyone had COG Red pegged. It seemed like Cognitive Prime was the weaker team. They were going to come to the World Championship and make it happen. But at the same point, we had so many upsets in this tournament, and it goes to show how much talent there is in the world of Smite. I'm so, and you know, one thing I want to ask you, Stealth, before we go all the way through, what do you guys have for 2015? I mean, I mean, it's the start of the year, right? You're already a champion. How do you continue to be a champion?
Oh, this is on. Okay, that sounds good. I have no idea. We're just gonna stay a team. We're gonna keep practicing. We're gonna love on each other, and we're just gonna give it our all. We're just very. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Let them have this night.
I'm thinking about the present. Wow. I'm very excited and tired.
Mind blown.
Scrims tomorrow 10 a.m.
Scrims tomorrow 10 a.m. Bright and early.
All right, well, guys, for myself, again, it's been a pleasure to have been a part of something truly mind-blowing. Get off of me. And I am just so grateful for it. A big thank you to the Smite community for, you know, letting me in their, you know, within their family. It's been a joy. Big thank you to this hillbilly over here for bringing me out.
Yeah, let's give it up for the commentators.
Give it up for the commentators.
Come on, get over here, guys.
Brandon,
get in the shot.
Hindu Man, and Grande. You guys did an incredible job. Look at that man right there.
Where's F-Dot? Where's Kelly?
We need F-Dot. Kelly's over here.
F-Dot and Kelly, bring it on.
Well. Guys,
your
give it up
stage
for your
hostess, Kelly. High-res Kelly. F-Dot, if he's around, he's probably running over with the swiftness of 1,000 men.
Yes.
This is amazing.
It. So, guys, I think, you know, it's been a joy. Thank you so much for an incredible weekend. You know, one thing is for certain, Smite Esports has arrived. We will see you guys next time for the next Smite World Championship. Have a great, great evening.